the narrated account from Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith 375, encapsulates a moment of profound insight into the character and principles of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, and serves as an enduring lesson for all who seek to embody piety and humility. In this incident, the Prophet was presented with a silken Farruj, a type of cloak or outer garment, notable for its luxurious fabric and evident finery. The gifting of such garments in that era, as in many cultures, signified respect, honor, and affection. Silk in particular was a symbol of wealth and distinction amongst the people of Arabia and beyond. Upon receiving this silken cloak, the Prophet donned it, an action which in itself does not suggest tacit approval or desire, but rather a demonstration of courtesy to the giver and perhaps to make manifest an important lesson for his followers. It is noteworthy that he chose to wear the garment during prayer, the most sanctified of daily acts, thus bringing the question of appropriate dress and internal disposition into the realm of direct worship, a domain demanding utmost sincerity, ikhlas, and devotion. However, upon completion of his prayer, the Prophet removed the Farruj with evident dissatisfaction. The narration emphasizes the manner. He took it off violently, as if physically rejecting its presence. His strong aversion, expressed not merely verbally but through energetic action, signals more than personal discomfort. It is an embodied teaching. He then proceeded to articulate the principle at stake: it is not the dress of Allah-fearing pious people. This statement situates his aversion within a broader framework of spiritual ethics, specifically, the concept of taqwa, or God consciousness. Silk, for men, is repeatedly discouraged within the Islamic tradition, not out of an inherent vilification of beauty or adornment, but due to its associations with ostentation, worldly attachment, and the cultivation of social distinction through external means. The pious individual, as exemplified by the Prophet, is called to humility and simplicity, shunning extravagance and garments that symbolize pride or excess. The Prophet's example in this hadith is thus twofold. He initially accepts the gift, maintaining the social grace, and then, through personal example and explicit instruction, he delineates the boundaries of acceptable conduct for those who aspire towards righteousness. The episode also implicitly teaches moderation when seeking to please others or observing social courtesies. The final measure lies always with one's relationship to Allah and the inward disposition cultivated by outward acts. Evident in this exchange is a broader spiritual methodology. Guidance is transmitted not only through verbal instruction but by the lived, embodied practice of the Prophet. His followers are thereby invited to reflect on their own choices of dress, consumption, and self-presentation, not as matters of dry legalism but as direct expressions of inner piety and consciousness of the divine.